Alright guys, today we're working on the 95 Honda Civic. I'm going to show you guys how to remove and replace the speed sensor. Right now we're having problems with our speedometer. It's jumping all over the place. So that's the problem, and we're going to fix it. The tools we're going to be using today is a 1/4-inch drive, ratchet, an extension, 10mm socket, and some protection. Here's the sensor we're replacing. This is the sensor itself in the housing with the gold key. And this is what it sits on the back of the transmission, and this goes inside the transmission that turns the key. Alright guys, this is the sensor replacing. The location is on the back of the transmission. You can see where my light's pointed at it. That's what we're going to be replacing. First thing you're going to do is remove the connector. You're going to want to squeeze a little pin in right here. You'll hear it and feel it, and then lift up. Tuck that connector out of the way. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take our 10mm socket and get on these two little bolts on the side of it and then bust them loose. Alright, and just like that, it should come up. We'll lift up on this sensor itself. It's a little tight, just wiggle it a little bit. There it came out. Alright, now that we're replacing it, we got to make sure our key's in their sensor itself, and it is, and we're just going to stick it down here. Make sure you remember the orientation of the key itself. It helps when putting it back in there. And just like that, it's in there. All we're going to do now is put the bolts back in there and tighten it up. Another thing you want to guys look out for is make sure that sensor itself is flush. Now what we're going to do is just tap it on in with the when you're applying pressure on these things, don't put too much pressure on them, just snug them up. Alright, and just like that, it's all back on there. All we got to do now is just reconnect our connector. As simple as just applying pressure until you click. And that's it, guys.